And as we do at this point in the show, let's turn it over to Martin Anderson Klutz, a senior solutions engineer at Acquia and a maintainer of a number of modules of his own, to talk about this week's module of the week.
Thanks, John. Have you ever wanted a way to define and display an org chart on your Drupal website? There's a module for that. It's called Organigrams, and it was created in April of 2016 by Patrick Schaefer. It has 7.x-1.3, 8.x-1.3, and 8.x-2.3 versions available, the last two of which can be used with Drupal 8, 9, and 10. It is officially listed as maintenance fixes only. It does have only 2 open issues, neither of which are bugs, which is not bad considering it's in use officially by 377 sites. Now, the module works by extending Core's taxonomy hierarchy management, which allows you to organize who reports to who with a simple drag and drop, the same as any taxonomy hierarchy. And for anyone who hasn't used one of those, it would be basically the same as managing a menu structure on your Drupal website. Now, once created, an organogram can be viewed as a dedicated page, a block, and as a token. The 2.x branch uses Flexbox to achieve a CSS-only presentation that removes the need for any JavaScript, and it appears to have been built to serve the needs of the Dutch House of Representatives. Now, I haven't tested the combination personally, but I suspect that for a site with a very large organogram they need to build, tools like client-side hierarchical select, built to make managing large taxonomies easier, would be likely to work with organograms as well. So let's talk about organograms.
I am not going to lie, Martin. When I first heard the name of this module, I was definitely thinking of like organisms in science, not org charts. So I appreciate you clearing that up for me. I think org charts are interesting, and I have not used this module, but would be interested in giving it a spin just to see what it does.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep it in mind because org charts are a pain to make. I mean, the data structure is pretty straightforward, right? It's generally a fairly straightforward hierarchy, but finding a way to cleanly output that in a responsive way takes more time than it should. So having something that kind of handles some of that would be good to start with.
I think also the fact that it's based on kind of the taxonomy hierarchy should mean that if you need to migrate data into something like this, like from, let's say, an HRIS system, that it probably should be fairly straightforward to do that as well, which I think is also a big bonus.
Yeah, I'm wondering, can you use multiple, like, could you build an org chart with multiple kind of like taxonomy hierarchies? Because like sometimes you get to companies and they have like really funky org charts where you're like, what is happening here?
I suspect it would, because really it's defining a vocabulary to reflect the organogram. So there's no reason you couldn't have multiple. I think, not sure how it would work if you needed to have a person listed in multiple ones, but maybe there's a way to do that.
Right. Right. Interesting. You can try it out and see if you can do it. But that's pretty cool. So nobody's actually used this module before, but now we all know about it. So the next time we need an org chart, this is where we're going, right?
Absolutely.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, Martin, thank you as always for enlightening us, and let's move on to our primary topic.